name is Dr. Linda Mitchell, and I am a holistic health coach. I'm an author. I'm the owner of Sweetheart Mitchell Collection, along with my husband, David Mitchell. And today I'm going to be doing a video on how to make candles. This is one of the most funnest things ever, making candles. It was the start of our business. We have a health and wellness business, and we provide everything from massage candles to whipped shea butters to fresh cold pressed juices to sea moss to elderberry syrups, but it all started right here with candles. So today I wanted to do a video to share with you my story and to teach you how to make candles. Now, there are a lot of variations to how to make candles. I'm going to show you the way that I do it, okay? Because that's the only thing I can do. And over the years, I've gotten the process down to streamline what I'm going to show you today, okay? So let's get started. Let's make some candles. When making candles, you have supplies that you're going to need to keep in inventory. And that includes your soy or your wax for your candles. You're going to need to figure out what kind of candle jars you can get. I get mine from the dollar store. When you get your candles, they will have a sticker on the bottom. Just put them in some warm water and you can peel that sticker right off the bottom. I like the round ones and I like the square ones from Dollar Tree. I also use a chopstick to stir once I melt my candle soy, I actually use this to stir it up with the fragrance, okay? You're also gonna need this wick holder. This helps you to put the wicks into your candles. I'll demonstrate that for you. And you're gonna need the appropriate size wicks that work for your candle jars. So there are variation of wicks out there, and you have to figure out, and I'll teach you how to do that, how to figure out which size wicks you're going to get for your candles. I do double wicks in my candles. I like double wicks. That's my signature, if you will, my signature. And so I always do double wicks, but you can do single wicks as well. All right, what else are you going to need? You can use clothespins. These are going to hold your wicks up. And they have these wick holders as well that you can purchase from places like Hobby Lobby or Amazon. I used to use Dots, which is a sticky, is a sticky glue tape. And I used to use that for my candles. And recently I switched over to glue guns because it's less expensive and it seems to be easier with the hot glue and they stick better. Okay, so you'll need a small glue gun and some glue sticks. Okay, that's to stick your wick to the bottom of the candle jar. All right, and then also you're gonna need some fragrance, and I'll cover that in a different video as well. All right, let's get to it. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to measure out my soy or wax, whatever you're using. My candles are massage candles, so I use soy, okay? And so you're gonna measure out the amount that you need. And I actually melt my soy in the microwave. Okay, so let me get this in the microwave so we can get started. Okay, so one of the first things that you're gonna need to do when you decide you wanna start making candles is you need to figure out what size candles you wanna make, what kind of jars you wanna use. There's so many different jars out here these days that you can use to make candles with, and just have fun with it. Have a good time experimenting. You can do the small size jars. I usually stick with this size. So have 10 ounces at the dollar store, which are the smaller ones. And so I go back and forth between the 20 and the 10 ounce candles. All right, so first things first, what we're gonna do is you're gonna take your wick, okay, and you're going to put it in the actual wick holder, this part right here, okay, like that, okay. So this is gonna it acts as a guide so you can put your wicks down into your candles like that. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your glue gun and you're going to put some glue on the bottom of the wick. It's really easy to do. Be careful, it's very hot. You can try doing this with gloves. I've never been able to be successful doing this with gloves. Okay, so once I stick it to the bottom, I kind of eyeball it now. As you get started, ooh, this is a good one. So as you get started, you have to figure out how to get these wicks in the middle of the actual candle. So, or if you're doing a double wick like I am, how to line them up so they are balanced. Okay, and so I've gotten to a point where I am able to eyeball it and just kind of put it right down in the bottom of the jar. The good thing about it is, as you're eyeballing it, you can move them around to adjust it. Okay, because I'm doing a double wick, I'm going to use this wick holder, which has 2 holes in it, and you're going to put your wicks. There's the microwave with the soy. Okay, so as you can see how they're standing up nicely, and as I pour the wax or soy into the jar, it's going to stay in place. They won't fall over. Okay, so the next thing you're going to need is you're going to figure out where you're going to buy your fragrance oils from. These are the oils that you put in your candles to give them that beautiful scent that attracts people to buying your beautiful candles. So here's a fragrance oil from Crafter's Choice. That's one of the vendors or suppliers I buy my oils from. And then Candle Science. I've been using them for a very long time to purchase my fragrance oil from, and you can use essential oils if you would like as well, if you want to go a more all-natural way. Okay, so today, the other thing I want to share with you is that you have to put these labels on the bottom of your candles. These labels are mandatory. Yes, did I say mandatory? Mandatory. If you are making or selling candles, you've got to put these warning labels on the bottom of your candles. You can get them on Amazon, you can get them at Hobby Lobby. They're almost everywhere. Every candle you make has to have this warning label on the bottom. It just warning: to prevent fire and serious injury, burn candle within sight. In other words, don't leave the candle burning while you're leaving a room. It says keep away from drafts and vibrations. It says keep out of reach for children, okay, and near anything that can catch fire. And then it tells you how to burn it, how to trim a wick. So you definitely want to make sure you purchase some of these. They have them in rolls, or you can get them in sheets, and they should be on every single candle that you're making or selling. Okay, bam. Okay, so now my candle soy is all ready for me. I've put it in the microwave and melted it down, and I started using, I call this a beaker, like a scientific beaker. You can find these on Amazon with measurements on them, because they're really easy for you to throw in the microwave to melt your wax or your soy, and then you can actually add your fragrance right in here, and you will know how much fragrance to put in there because it has the measurements. So you're going to need about 1 ounce of fragrance per, I usually do 24 ounces. So 1 ounce of fragrance per 24 ounces, okay, of candle, soy, or wax. And you can see it measured right on there, okay? So when I pour my fragrance into this beaker, I'm going to add 1 ounce, and it's going to go from 24 to 25. Okay, today I'm doing a coconut scented. Ooh, that smells nice. Gives me goosebumps. So I'll just take 1 ounce and add it to this beaker. So it goes from 24 to 25. Okay, and then I'm going to stir it up. Now, see how it looks cloudy? When I learned how to make candles, I used to use a temperature. A thermometer to test the temperature, how cloudy it is, to me that says it's ready, and it's warm. It's not hot. It's just a warm temperature. And so, see how cloudy that looks? If it's clear and you can see through it, it means it's not ready. Okay? And then you want to smell it too and make sure you're getting that aroma from the fragrance that you've added to the actual soy or candle wax. Okay, so I've got my wax ready. You see how cloudy it is? That means it's ready, okay? I've taken my wicks and I've put them in my candles. So my candles are ready for my pour, okay? And as you can see, I used the silver. I used the silver one because it has 2 holes because I'm doing a double wick. But if you're doing a single wick, you can use the clothespin. You can use the clothespin, or you can use the silver. Clothespins are cheaper, and you just lay it across. But sometimes the clothespin is not long enough, depending on the size of your jar. Okay, so the next step, now that we have our soy or candle wax is all melted with the fragrance in it, it's ready to pour. You see how cloudy it is? That means it's ready to pour. Really, it's not even warm. It's like somewhere between lukewarm. It's like a lukewarm to the touch. And then see how cloudy it is? That means it's ready to pour. So let's pour. Okay. So this is enough for, so I've got 25 ounces in here. And see how nice it's pouring? It's enough for 2 candles, okay? I did a coconut, pineapple, pina colada scent. See how nice it's pouring? Always keep a towel by in case I spill or make a mess. So that's why the towel is sitting here. Okay, so I'm gonna fill it up as much as I can fill it up. So this is actually gonna be 12.5 ounces. I know I said 20 ounces earlier, that was wrong. This is 12.5 ounces. Okay, and I wanna use all of this. I don't want any of it left. But I don't want it to touch the top. I don't want the top of the soy or wax to touch the silver thing. So I'm gonna go sideways, and I can still add some more. Just look from the side and see how full it is. Okay, that's gonna probably be it on this one. And then this one, let me see. I got a little bit more room to add. Okay. Okay. I like to fill them up as much as possible. Yes, it's right under the silver part, okay? So again, I love using this because I can put my soy or my wax in here, and then I can just add 1 ounce or 2 ounces of fragrance depending on how many candles I'm making. And so I did 2 candles. These candles are absolutely amazing. I love these jars. They're so easy to make, and you can get these jars from Dollar Tree or your local dollar store. Okay. All right. So the next step is, once you make your candle, you have to let it sit. Okay. It has to cure, if you will. And I let mine cure for over 24 hours minimum. Okay. Now, 2 things I want to mention. You need to decide whether you're going to have candles with designs on the outside, or whether you're going to go with a more pure or simple candle with no design. I love these jars because when I first started making candles, I used to always put designs. That was like my creative time. I would go to the Dollar Tree, or I would go to the Hobby Lobby, and I would have fun making, adding the stickers to the candles. I'm going to show you some of the stickers that I add to my candles. These are some of the stickers that I have fun with. I get these stickers from Hobby Lobby, and this is the fun part. I mean, my favorite part. This is where I really get to go in the Hobby Lobby and just pick out stickers that bring me so much joy and that make me happy. I'm very inspirational and I love affirmations. I love, oh, I gotta keep my phone on. I love actually just surrounding my home with things, live in the moment, things. I love taking these stickers and putting them on the candle. So I have a jar here, okay? So what I did was I mentioned earlier you have to soak your jars in warm water to get the stickers off. And then once you soak them, just take your towel and just dry them off really good. Okay? And then what you'll do is you're gonna put your sticker that I told you about earlier, which is right here. Okay? You're gonna put this sticker on the bottom of the candle. Every candle has to have one. Okay? And then you wanna take some of your beautiful stickers that you have fun finding, whether it's Hobby Lobby or Michael's. These are some of the stores that are close by us. And it just takes the candle to a whole nother level. Yes, takes it to a whole nother level. So once these candles that I just made cure and set, see, it just takes it to a whole nother level. This one says every day is full of special moments. And then I'm gonna do it. This one says happy times. Okay. That's one thing about making candles. You can really just own your niche and just do what you love that brings you so much joy when it comes to decorating. That's my favorite part. Okay, the memory of a well-spent life is eternal. I want to do that one because this one is talking about memories. And you just peel it off and stick it right on the candle jar. There we go. Okay, see how easy it comes off? And then you just stick it right on there. I'm gonna give you a close-up of this candle once I finish decorating it. So the fun part is finding stickers that are going to give you the opportunity to just have fun, And don't forget to smile through the process, because candle making can be an absolute joy. All right, so I want to move this table so I can show you how the candle came out once I put all of the stickers on it. It says, don't forget to smile. This is memories, talking about memories. Here we go. Attitude is everything. And then this one says, every day is full of special moments. Happy times. Happy times. So, you know, my candles, I consider them to be very inspirational candles, which is really, I'm a very positive person. And so that works for me. If you like flowers, if you like frogs, if you like dragonflies, whatever you like, you can put them on your candles and just make that your niche. That's what's so fun about it. The other thing that I like to do is I like to put rose petals, chamomile buds, and lavender buds in my candles, because my candles are massage candles. What I like to do is just put these natural essences in there. So the rose petal is going to help to soften the skin and just make the skin just beautiful. And they get the essence from the actual rose petals that are in that are going to be in the massage candle. And then the other thing I like to add is chamomile, because chamomile is very relaxing for massage candles, so it just goes really well. So I put that in my candles. And then the last thing is lavender. I like to put lavender in there because lavender is really great for the skin. Okay, so I'm just gonna put 1 scoop of lavender buds. And I collect a lot of jars and I just use them as I'm making things. And so I put these 3 in here. And so now what I'm gonna do is, see this mixture? Let me show it to you. Rose petals and chamomile. Okay? So now I'm gonna take that. Let me move these. Now I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna add it to my candles that are sitting here. Okay. These candles came out so pretty. And one of the reasons that I like adding these to my candles is because when you're looking at the candle when it's lit, it's so gorgeous. So very gorgeous. Okay, I'm just smoothing them out. Okay, just smoothing it out here. All right. So I'm not going to tilt it right now. Once they set, I'll show you. Now, the good thing about it is you can just put the lavender buds, the chamomile, or the rose petals on top, or you can put it through the whole candle. Today, I'm just putting them on top. And when I light the candle, I'll show you an example of how beautiful it is when it's burning, and you can just use it as a meditation tool. And you can watch the lavender buds and the chamomile float around the candle as it's burning. Okay, once your candle finishes curing, remember I said 24 hours overnight, you're going to trim the wick. Okay, so I just hold my wick and I just trim to about a 1/2 inch from the metal part. I'm going to give you a close-up of this. How pretty it is. Okay, I'm going to trim this one about a 1/2 inch from the metal part there. How pretty that is. I won't be able to tilt it until it totally cures. Finished decorating 2 more candles. Okay, so I finished decorating these, and now I'm going to pour the actual soy into the candles so you can see how it's done once it's decorated. So I may not decorate these. I may leave. Some women, they just like, or some people, they just like no decoration on their candles. They like more of a simple look. And then sometimes they want inspiration, and sometimes they want decorations. All right, so here is the wick. You're going to take it and stick it into the bottom of this. This just makes it so you can really get it in there nicely. And again, I'm using my, okay, so I'm using my glue gun, and I'm putting some glue on the bottom of the wick. Not a lot. Let me see, I probably should show you how much I'm putting on here, right? Okay. So look and see how much. Okay, just enough to make it stick, you know. All right, so you're gonna cover your bottom of your tab with your, let's see, you can see how much I put on there, not a lot. And then you're gonna stand this up. in the bottom of the jar. And I've gotten so I can eyeball it. And you'll get to the point where you can eyeball it too. Just put it right in the middle. Okay. And we're going to do that again. Now some of you might be wondering, do I have to get those blue things? Can I just put it in there with my hand? I just found using these makes it so much easier. Just stick it right in there. You can do it with your hand, but if you use your hand, you might get the glue on your hand as well. So, all right. So now I need wick holder. So I'm gonna just stick it in the two holes that are farthest away from one another. And I want to show you this. Let's see how it looks close up. Okay. All right, so this is, and as you can see, my soy or your wax, it's ready to go, but I still have to add some fragrance to it. So I've got my 23 ounces, and so I'm doing apple pie, hot apple pie, which smells amazing, like food. You're gonna find that I'm adding 1 ounce of hot apple. Now, some of you might be wondering if you can add more. I don't like my candles really strong. I like them nice and light because they're being used as massage oils. And so because of that, I like it nice and soft, but strong enough so they can smell it. Okay, all right, so as you can see, my soy is ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour. I like it when it's like this because it sets really fast. See how thick and creamy it looks? Pour it right under that silver tab. And then I'm gonna do the same here. And this is the apple pie scent. I just wanted you to see the difference when it has a design on it, how it looks. Okay, see how pretty it is? Let me move it over so you can see it. Got a little bit more in here that I can pour carefully. It's getting hard fast. Okay. It's right under that tab. You see the difference? You have the design, and then you have more of a simple look there, but they both are pretty. Okay. Right, so I'm definitely gonna add my rose petals because that's my signature. My rose petals and my lavender because that's my signature. You have to stand out from everybody else. You gotta figure out, okay, I'm gonna make candles, but what's gonna make your candles different from Yankee Candle, or different from, you know, your local candle makers out there? Mine are the fact that they're massage candles, and I always do my rose petals, my lavender, and my chamomile in there. I put my special inspirational designs on my candles as well. That's my signature piece. So you have to figure out what's going to be your signature piece. Yes. Or if you're thinking about making candles, you're an arts and craft type person. So I may not have to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Okay, so you're going to need some boxes to hold your different items in so you can stay organized. You're going to need a box for things like scissors, the candle wick holders, your labels that are going to go on the bottom. And I bought these boxes from Michael's a couple years ago. I like the iridescent look on them. And so get yourself some boxes so you can keep your supplies together so you stay organized. You need a box for your fragrance oils, you know, to keep all your fragrance oils together. Yeah. Get yourself some boxes. Again, my name is Dr. Linda Mitchell. I'm a holistic health coach, author, and owner of Sweetheart Mitchell Collection with my husband, David. I want to thank you for watching my video today. I had a lot of fun teaching you how to make some beautiful candles. You can make regular candles, you can do massage candles. Remember to put your spin on it. It's important that you own it, right? Your candles can't be exactly like mine. You have to figure out what makes your candles different from mine and what makes them special with you making them. All right, here I am clipping off the extra part of the wick, pulling that off there. And so today I made for you 4 candles. 2 with lavender buds, chamomile, and rose petals, and 2 more simple candles with inspirational little quotes on the outside of the candles. I hope you enjoyed my video. Be sure to subscribe, like, and follow me.